What up, Scorpio? How do you do? We have the before, the after. So we're gonna see what's happening before and after this major thing. See what this major thing. On the bottom, we have the High Priestess in reverse. Let's see for Scorpio after. Okay, a lot of 10s. On the bottom of this deck, we have the 8 of Pentacles. I'm not sure if it was upright or what. We'll leave it upright. It does matter. Now, for the main event. For Scorpio, what's going on right now? For Scorpio, the main event. I'll take these two. And go one through, see if anyone wants to come out. And you got the Page of Cups with the star on the bottom. So, I heard working with the wind. You know, instead of against it, we're like going with the flow instead of working against the pace. It's almost like using the water. You know, if we're the stand-up.
It's not funny.
In reverse. And we've been talking a lot about comedy lately. So I don't know if this has anything to do with it. But let's set this up before, now, after. And Chance, the mega Chance 777, not quite aligned with the Cupid baby being smashed by Bigfoot. Sasquatch. So we have the Page of Cups right here in the midst of the before and after. Like, this is an offering of an apology. It's almost as if you're getting some kind of message, a message of love, a message of a new love. Perhaps this is like, ooh, a new lover is coming through. Perhaps we're taking a mega chance on love. And it's as if it's like we were trying to take a chance, but the 7, it's like, you know, was going to realign with the other 2 7s, but it didn't make it because, you know, the Cupids got squished. All right, so before this, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and she is in reverse. Now, upright, the snake comes and is giving her this piece of wisdom, giving her this pentacle, you know. But in reverse, I see it as him taking it. You know, instead of giving it, he's taking it. So perhaps maybe you gave it to him. Maybe you're giving somebody some kind of wisdom, or I heard a piece of your mind. And it's funny because the King of Swords is right next to her. You know, here, about to be offered this sword. So it's almost as if like, you know, it's not only is our security, our energy, you know, whatever this pentacle is, this could be something tangible, something you can touch, or it could be something invisible like time. You know what I mean? Like I always say, these are your card readings, so use your intuition when deciphering these messages. But the King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, this is the masculine, feminine, this energy. Perhaps we have to embody both of these, but since they're both in reverse, perhaps these energies are what we're dealing with now. It's as if something, And the snake usually signifies wisdom, but in reverse, perhaps it's like, oh, the lack of wisdom, because we lacked the wisdom, we got this took, or we gave it away thinking it was something, but it was something else. Almost like our clouded judgment, especially with the King of Swords coming after, like, the King of Swords, he's the judge. He judges it all with, facts, proof, clues, sound evidence. And in reverse, there's nothing sound besides perhaps this arguing or, it's like 2 cents, something about the 2 cents. What's that phrase? Because something's coming to an end. And we definitely need to pull back and relax and rest. This is the Four of Swords. This is this resting right after the battle. And I see all the butterflies. The windows open and all these butterflies are being drawn. It's like this healing brings beauty, brings change, brings transition. And it reminds me of you, Scorpio. Not only that, but it brings abundance. With the 9, and it brings this, like, I did it myself, you know what I mean? The 9 of Pentacles, this is this raw Empress energy, so it's almost as if we have to receive this offer from the Page of Cups, go through this healing from whatever. The Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords, these not only, these are energies. These could be people, it could be you, it could be situations as well.
Use your intuition when deciphering this message.
I'm going to turn over these for in the now. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse with the nine of Swords. So we're stressing about our lack of passion, or perhaps it's like somebody took our passion away, or it's almost as if like these are coming in twos, like 2 by 2. The King of Pentacles coming into the Tower, or perhaps we're leaving the Tower going into the King of Pentacles, because we do start off with the Knight of Swords and the 9 of Wands, as if this Knight of Swords perhaps brought us some kind of bad news, or perhaps took something that we loved. It brought whatever this Knight of Wands, this was an action with a lack of passion, or perhaps this is some kind of news that brought like real stress and tears, like an action of this. It was something that was painful, so what we were stressing over created heartbreak with the 3 of Swords here. This is this heartbreak, this is this pain, and it's as if we already know the 7 of Swords here. He's hiding behind the tree, like sneakily trying. It's like almost as if we caught them, they got caught. It's as if they were trying to sneak to stab us with to stab us in the heart. But in reverse, it's as if they were seen. It was seen, and now it's like, okay, well, we're turning our back to this. Perhaps this 7 of Swords and this, with the shot to the hut. It's really... it brings us this Tower, like a literal shock to the heart. And you see the Tower, you see all the electricity coming in, like, this real Uranus energy. Perhaps, this 7 of Swords has something to do with this. This is deception, but it's like all that we can think of. The good thing that the before tarot is showing us that this is coming to an end with the 10 of Swords. Yes. 3 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, and the Tower. This is a painful ending, but this Tower had to come because this ground wasn't it wasn't level, it wasn't sturdy, it wasn't a good foundation. This is why the Tower comes and we turn our back to the Tower. It's as if we go from nothing to something in no time. You know, the tower is when everything, all this falls and everything comes down. It shakes up everything. And we go from this tower, turning our back to this King of Pentacles, where it's like, okay, well, slow and steady, we got here. But it's almost like real fast. You know, it takes this King of Pentacles a while to get here, but with this shocking Uranus energy, it's like you went from like nothing to something in no time. With this King of Pentacles is really abundant. You know, it's like before you weren't in charge. Now you're the one in control. You're in the driver's seat, and this came up in somebody else's reading. I think Aquarius is reading along with this card. And this has a lot to do with putting the past, the present, and the future, like really focusing on the now. So let's find out what happens after, in the after tarot. Another 10, and we are now unpacking. The Pentacles are now coming out of the chest. Perhaps we are now like cashing in. I hear cashing in, or it's like cycles are now ending. We're breaking cycles. With the Three of Wands here, we turned our back to what no longer serves us, and we're really looking towards the future. But when we look towards the future, you know, this is expansion and growth, and you know, all these possibilities we're looking at, which brings us to the Two of Swords. Now's our time. Like, now's our time to get up. The choice is now made, but it's as if these two men, it's like something's blocking you. Something's stopping you from getting up. Something's stopping you from seeing it. Something's stopping you from making this decision. And perhaps it's because of this Eight of Cups. You know, the Eight of Cups is you walking away. You turning around and walking away from what no longer serves us. What no longer serves you. You know, we are really walking away. Normally, the Eight of Cups is an imbalance. Oh, wow. And look, you have the King of Swords again. Here in reverse. So this is very important that we receive this information. It's very important that we get the message. It's very important. King of Swords in reverse. Since it came up twice, I want to read it. Reversed. Cruelty, perversity, barbarity, and evil intention. Perversity? Oh, like pervert. This could be perverse or evil intention. It's like, you know, my judgment. We don't have the bad. It's like we have this bad judgment where we're basing our decision on something negative versus the truth. You know, with the King of Swords, I really don't see him doing the just thing when he's in reverse. It's almost as if he is too emotional or not thinking clearly. It's as if there's some kind of healing that needs to be done, because even like before, now, after, the King of Swords still is in reverse. Let's see what the Light Seer's version of the King of Swords in reverse say. Manipulation and conceit, showing off your intelligence. It can indicate a rigidness in thinking, tendencies in over-control, irrationality, and being cold and calculating. Intelligent and diplomatic, this king leads with facts, rationale, scientific principles, and logical mind. He has an affinity for rules and thought, and he suggests finding impartial clarity before you take your next step. Even though he always seeks data and proof, he knows that blending experience with inventiveness, or blending intelligence with emotional and spiritual energies, allows for rounded success. So perhaps when he's in reverse, he's cutting out the logic and going with his heart. And this is why she's really looking here in the Eight of Cups, like, what do we want? what is it that we are going to fill our cup with? You know, how are we going to get from here to here, especially with this tower? You know, we're going through major changes and a major healing, and this is, you know, coming from abundance. Again, with the star here, with this healing, and when I lifted up the star, the Two of Pentacles was in reverse, so perhaps this is definitely a choice that perhaps we need to just drop it both, you know, or release it all for guidance. So here's this Two of Cups, this new love, right? That's what this is leading to. This new love, we're finally coming into the new love. That's what this is with this Page of Cups, or this message of love. It's a message that's going to bring us a very happy feeling. And look, we can't make this up with the King of Swords again in reverse. It's as if we have to really cut this logic out of it, or perhaps this King of Swords, this is this control freak or something. Maybe we have to come at this relationship or whatever we're meeting, you know, this meeting face to face. This is a new love or a new partnership. That's taken off pretty quick with the Page of Wands. So this is news of such. And perhaps with the King of Swords, you know, perhaps it's telling us we're not making sound judgment when it comes to this relationship because we're going too fast. We're jumping into it. So perhaps this is why we need to slow down. Slow down, you know, get to know each other. Inspect the wand. Get to know what you're working with. and then yeah, you know, this King of Swords is in reverse for very, there's all three King of Swords in reverse. We have this one, and this one. So, I mean, can't make this up. All three of these King of Swords in reverse. I say he's usually the judge, you know, he makes sound judgment. He makes some decisions. He has a double-edged sword and he knows how to use it. And he really isn't involved when it comes to like communication. Really, he's really stepped backish. So perhaps with this being in reverse, this is telling us to speak up. Maybe we should become more like the Queen of Swords and be blunt and very honest and straightforward. Wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so very much, Scorpio. Hope this helps. Love you, bye.